What's going on, everyone? Janahella here, and today we are in a car. Here we are. Hopefully the recent videos have been entertaining enough. I'm kind of realizing that I'm gonna do a separate channel to splinter off the nerdiness. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. But and I realize, or am acknowledging, that first and foremost, I'm a barber. The hobbies are a huge component of myself, hence why I plan on continuing with those kind of videos. But I'm realizing that I should keep it separate, right? When it comes down to figuring out what kind of videos to make, first and foremost, what comes to mind is typically barbering videos. But they're not going to be tutorials. Like I said, I'm not that great of a barber, not that good of a barber. I'm not a good barber. So I'm probably not going to be doing any tutorial type videos within the barbershop type videos. More so behind the scenes. I definitely want to talk about the ins and outs, certain aspects of barbering that's not talked about on YouTube. So hopefully those videos are still entertaining enough for you guys, regardless. When I start a new channel for my nerdy hobbies, and I will be starting them with my buddy Nick, hopefully they're entertaining enough for you guys to stick around too. If not, we'll still be having this channel. I should have been home by now. So the main reason why I'm lollygagging is gonna head home and pretty much gonna cut my kid's hair off. For those that have been following the channel since 2000 and whatever, I have a kid. Y'all know this. If not, I have a kid, and now you know this. And at this point, she's 12. Grown up to be a beautiful little girl. It's time that it's kind of weird to say, it's I guess it's time to kind of let go of their little kid aspects of them. And I think that's why I've had a hard time making this video right now, is because of realizing that change is upon us, right? The most superficial aspect of change, cutting her hair off. But when you have a little kid, regardless of gender, you know how they look. You envision how they've been since day one, since they were a little kid, and it's a pretty big jump to cut all her hair off. I mean, it'll probably be more emotional for me than her. At this point, I don't think she gives a shit, but I kind of do, I mean, truth be told, I do. I love her long hair. So, full disclosure, when she was, I think, how old was she? It was supposed to be for her 11th birthday. I wanted to take her to the salon, do it up, right? Go to the salon, do whatever she wants to do, color it, layers, whatever, wash style. And then a couple of days before her birthday, she cut her bangs off. Like, she didn't do a bad job. She did a nice little triangle section on the front, lobbed them off. Apparently she lobbed them off above eyebrow. No, take it back. She lobbed them off below eyebrow, but then ultimately didn't like it and lobbed them off above eyebrow. So was hoping to take her to the salon and do her hair up, and that didn't happen. She wants to cut it off, and that's fine. So the thing is, I have no problem with her making these decisions, right? Been double checking. Hey, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And if at the end of the day her answer is still yes, it's yes. So I have no problem with her cutting it off. It's just a very big change. It'd be a very big change for me, more so for me. Yeah, that's part of parenting. That's part of parenting is you guide them, right? You don't tell them exactly what to do, where you're going, how are you gonna do this, how are you gonna do that, how do you wear this. You guide them, and you guide them in a way that they understand the decisions they're gonna make. Whether right or wrong, hopefully right, most likely gonna be wrong. I mean, true testament. She's gonna make whatever decision she wants to make, that's fine. I just wanna make sure that she understands the level of decision making she's going to make and understands the why. And that's pretty much all I can do, right? All I can do. I'm not gonna force her to do something she doesn't want to do. If she wants to cut her hair, she's gonna cut her hair. Yeah, man. It's gonna happen. Gonna head home, and we're gonna cut her hair and record it. We'll see you guys then. Hey, leave her away.
Hold on. Which way do I need to be facing?
You can face there for now. All right. What's going on? Jan Hella. We're back. So today we're gonna cut some hair. This time a little bit different. It's not my buddy Nick. It's my daughter Juliana. So she's come to the decision of cutting her hair off, and I have the honor of doing so. So yeah, 12 years of having long hair, and we're gonna cut it. So let's start, right? I mean, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. So, any last words?
No.
Nope.
Which way do we go?
You can face forward now.
Okay.
Yeah. And.
Did I brush it good?
Yeah. Well enough, I guess. So, she has a thing where she doesn't really brush her hair too well. So cutting it off is actually going to be, man, easy for her and me.
Nice.
Not having to worry about her lack of maintenance.
I brushed my hair good though. I brushed my hair very well.
Once.
Yeah, for weddings, I would brush my hair very professional like.
But on her own merit, not so much. You sure?
Oh yeah?
How sure?
Very sure. Because I've been waiting this whole week. Or not even a week. Kind of a week.
You've been waiting only a couple of days?
No, I've been waiting 6 days actually.
So almost a week.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to make the decision that you do want to cut your hair?
Like a month. But then I was thinking about it because you guys are like, you can't go back. But then, so far I'm not worried feeling.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel worried, then I'm like, okay, stop brushing my hair.
Yeah.
I'll be gone. Thank you.
That's the thing, right? You have to know, like, all right, I'm committed, I want to cut it, so let's cut it. So what we're gonna do, essentially, we're gonna cut our hair kind of more or less BTS style.
Oh my.
So that's gonna be shorts. And you've never had short hair.
Well, when I was a fetus, yeah.
I don't even think we took a before and after picture, so. Background kind of sucks, but whatever.
Wow, I get to finally see what my head shape looks like.
Sure?
Yeah?
Buddy.
Me too. Hold on, okay.
How committed are you?
I'm committed.
Okay. Big John Jules.
I know.
You sure?
Yeah?
Am I sure? That's a whole nother story. Not going back now. Oh, you still can.
I'm sure I got this wrong.
How nervous are you?
I don't know. I'm really not. Because I have hats. But at the same time, I'm like, what is my head gonna look like? Because I don't want my head secretly looking like a cone.
Well, you know, we have no clue exactly what that looks like, because I mean, I knew what your head looked like as a baby.
Oh, what did it look like? Explain.
Kind of cute, but...
Did it look round?
Oh yeah, super round.
Okay.
But... things change.
Let's hope I didn't hit my head too hard. Don't cut it too short.
What's too short?
Bald?
Well, you know, there's always the option, right? So.
No. I'm not cutting my hair bald. I don't want to look like One Punch Man. What would you do if I hated it? I saw your reflection in the window.
Well, like I was telling everyone earlier, you had the opportunity to go to the salon when you were 11.
And?
You decided to take it to your own hands.
Huh? Oh! Oh. I was 11.
So I'm not cutting it super short because we always go shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to shape it cut it into shape, or cut the length off first.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to shape it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned that from doll customization videos.
What do they do?
So this one person I watched, Delightful, she does bangs a lot on her female dolls. So she just does like a really blunt cut and then she shapes it.
Hmm. Do you feel lighter yet?
No.
Keyword, yeah.
Has anybody ever told you that they don't like the haircut?
Yeah. That's the name of the game. Unfortunately, it's one of those things, right? It's like people.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to please everybody.
Yeah.
And even in your line of work, like, so that's the hard part is because everyone's perspective is different, and so you could have done your best work on an individual, right? Like, objectively, it's the best that you've ever done on that individual, that one person, and they still won't like it. Whether it just, and sometimes just because they had a bad day, or they just didn't like the way you cut their hair. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's the reality of it. And so, and it's weird because I've had clients in the past where they were going to someone that is considerably better than me, but they just liked the way that I cut their hair, and it made no sense to me because I'm like, dude, I have no idea what you're looking at in comparison between this person and my haircut on you. But yet they would come to me, you know, and it's and sometimes it's not even the cut. Sometimes it's just the rapport that was developed with that person, or the conversation with that person, you know. Like, it doesn't always have to be a haircut. Sometimes the product they look for is a conversation, and oddly enough, that could be what keeps people going to you. That's just be a good person. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Unfortunately, there's gonna be times where you can do your best as a person, as an individual, and you'll still, you know, get people approaching every situation with you negatively, right? I mean, we kind of know how that goes, and you just can't do anything about it. I mean, it is what it is. Take it and learn from it, and that's all you can do, is to learn from your experiences, whether good or bad.
Yeah. What if you cut somebody's hair too short? Like way too short.
So yeah, so the first year into barbering, I had one person that the receptionist at the salon already knew the person was going to be a pain in the ass. And like I said, it was my first year of cutting hair, so I didn't know a lot. And they knew he was going to be a hard person to work with regardless of who, what, when, where, or why. And yet they gave him to the new guy. So he had a picture of his hair, of his hairstyle he wanted, and he had it on his phone, and he held his phone up the entire time during the haircut so I can see it, which, hey, I get it. And I had cut it like a half an inch or a quarter inch too short. So not by a lot, but to him, it was everything, right? So
yeah, it was the world ending.
Yeah, so he had he threw a fit.
Oh.
He threw a fit. He told me I couldn't cut hair, and I'm like, well, I told him, I was like, well, unfortunately, if that's the way you feel, like, there's no more I can do for you, so you can get out of my chair, and, you know, you could either let me fix it, do what I can do, or you can get out of my chair. And he just kept going off. He kept kind of berating me, and then trying to tear me down. Like, well, unfortunately, well, you said I can't cut hair, so there's nothing more I can do for you. So I took the cape off of him. He had half a haircut, but I'm like, you know, at that point, I already knew what I wouldn't and wouldn't do for work, and let alone was I going to let someone talk like that, right? Like talk like that towards me. And I kept my cool. You know, a lot of people who saw it were kind of surprised that I didn't do anything. I'm like, well, at the end of the day, I'm still a professional, you know, regardless of what went down. And he was like, "Whoa, what do you do about this?" I'm like, "You told me I can't cut hair. So you need to fix it." I'm like, "Well, you told me I can't cut hair, so now you have to get out of my chair because I can't cut hair apparently." It comes down to it's your principles. If people say something about you cutting your hair, it's like, well, you know you wanted it, you know you liked it. Where did you go wrong, right?
Yeah.
As long as you know who you are, then what people say and do won't affect you. You know what I mean? Like they can say all these bad things about you, but if you know the truth and know that you're not whatever it is they say, then how can those words hurt you? I mean, it's hard, right? Because I mean, you don't want people saying anything bad about you regardless. That's kind of a given. But it's just being self-aware, and that's what it comes down to. You know, it's about being self-aware, knowing your truth, standing by it, and standing by your principles and your values, and nothing can affect you negatively like that. And it's always one of those things where you have to learn from your negative experiences. Because, say for instance, that affected me, I wouldn't be cutting hair, right? Because that was my first year barbering. You can easily get discouraged, especially like I said, first year in. I mean, like, where everything matters. That's your foundation to the build, you know, to how you're going to be in your career for years to come. Clearly, I mean, that was 8 years ago. And if I let that one negative interaction happen the way it could have, right? If the way it could have for most people, then would I still be cutting hair? Probably not. Let alone would I still, you know, just kept it moving and learn from that situation and then learn from the mistake, you know?
Yeah. Hi. Oh! What's that for?
Wake you up, dude. If you consider yourself a weirdo, what kind of weirdo do you think you are?
A weird anime fan or someone that watches way too much anime on their free time and just explodes with it.
So you want to be a weirdo?
Basically.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Hey.
We should get some chocolate milk.
You want to?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's really good.
So would you rather get it with the syrup, the powder, or get it pre-made chocolate milk?
Pre-made chocolate milk. Pre-made chocolate milk is the best chocolate milk.
It is pretty good.
Well, I was watching your most recent video.
Why?
Because.
Which one?
The one with Nick.
Which one? There's two.
Oh, there's two?
The haircutting one and non-haircutting one.
The non-haircutting one. Yeah, I just let the TV also pause.
Yeah. That was annoying. Especially because we got so far into recording, and then I noticed it. I'm like, dude, are you serious?
Is that gonna be your all-time intro?
No, I'm probably gonna do a couple different kinds. Since we're gonna do a spin-off channel, I figure I could make a couple for the channel between me and him, and then with the barbering stuff, do a couple different ones from there.
Yeah, is this one gonna have a different one?
Probably. I gotta figure out how to do that. What to do.
I liked your the glitching one though, because that was cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. Can you just glue my hair back on?
Change my mind.
Imagine if I said that like right as you're finished. Like, and let me just do this, and then we're done. And then they're like, can you actually just glue my hair back on? Just glue it back on.
You're short.
I see that. My back is itchy.
Oh.
Can I shake it? It's going inside my shirt.
Yeah. Well, we got our hair off.
Actually, can I get a wig?
Yeah, I want to blow dry it and then finish it off more, but we can do it tomorrow.
Okay, can we do that tomorrow?
Let me take a quick little after photo though.
Okay, hold on. Let me just.
Unfortunately, all my capes were in the wash.
Oh, I didn't even think of that though.
I'm in focus. Anyways, so there you have it. Pretty big change. I think I felt it more than she did, which is fine. I mean, you know, that's part of it, right? Just kind of letting go and accepting change and growing. You know, it's part of the growing pains, right? It's part of the growing pains that a lot of people don't talk about. So it is what it is. I'm glad she loves it. Definitely gonna have to teach her about styling. We'll see if she rocks the pompadour at some point. I mean, kind of inherently have to, right? Definitely a change. Like I said, I think it's more so a change for me than her, but it's a good change. And definitely curious to see herself grow as an individual and get, I guess, you know, get a little more comfortable, right? I mean, if it's something she's really been wanting and something she's passionate about and feels that this sort of change may bring out more of her true self, then hey, we'll take it. She looks cute. I mean, I can't deny it. She does look adorable with short hair. It's kind of fun playing with it now. But now I see the possibilities that I want to do. I want to add more texture to it. I want to go shorter. Yeah, so I'm excited. She's excited. And couldn't ask for anything more. So I just want to thank everyone for being a part of the journey. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. And if you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, we'll probably do, now that she has shorter hair, we'll probably do a few more videos, right? I mean, let's see how short we can go, take down her hair, maybe get a little more of a taper in the back. I kept it a little softer, a little more of a softer, natural line. I didn't want to take it in too much because she might not want to deal with the whole maintenance level of a taper in the back, you know? So we kept it a little lighter, softened it up a little bit, so not a harsh, blunt line. Definitely made it a little more feathered. But I'm definitely curious to see what other short haircuts we can do. If you like what you saw, share it with other people. You know, maybe you have some friends or family, or just know that someone out there wants to go take that next step, but don't really know how to approach it. I mean, for one, it's scary, right? Especially for more so for the parent than the kid. But it's a jump, and finding parents who are understanding of what you want and being okay with it and not trying to control it is probably one of the hardest things. Take it from me. Parents are from the Philippines, and there's a lot of stuff I did that did not fly, and you kind of learn from it, you know. And that's why for me, I personally believe I'm a little more compassionate and more understanding for how my kid is growing up, especially during these weird times of not really getting as much social interaction as they deserve. And so with this downtime, she gets more time to focus on herself and the self-realization of, like, you know what? This is me. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to go about it. I get it. So yeah. So if you by chance, want to share it, because I think it's important that kids can have this kind of open relationship with their parents. It's not easy. It's not common, I would say, but it needs to be more normalized, you know. So if you know somebody that may or may not need to see something like this, share it. Comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what changes in the haircut you would or would not do. What kind of products you should use. That's a big one for me. Now I got to figure out what kind of product to let her use to get certain styles, right? Maybe she wants to let her hair fall down, not really get so much volume in there. Maybe she wants to sculpt into a pompadour. Maybe she wants to, you know, just let it lay low but with some texture in it and kind of break it up a little bit. So definitely curious to see what kind of products she'll entertain. Yeah, and since we are gonna do more short haircuts at some point, subscribe so you guys can get up to date with our videos. Like I said, I'm gonna do a couple more splintered off videos in the future, and hopefully that's entertaining enough for you guys. So until the next time, now the mini Rebel Rouser can pomp hard. So let's do it, pomp hard.